What's good, YouTube? This is Jaden. And first, I want to apologize for the lack of, I guess, energy. I don't feel the best right now, but I still want to get a video out for you guys. And before this video starts, I just would like, if you guys would like, comment, share, subscribe, anything like that. We're almost at 250 subscribers, and that's a really big milestone for me. But anyways, today's video, we're going to be talking about comparison and competition, really with others. And I'll talk about it with yourself a little bit, but I really want to talk about others. So, comparison and competition has really driven my mental well-being and my mental happiness, confidence too, in the mud. And I'll get into that in a couple of seconds. But I want to start off with comparison. So for me, when I was in high school, I used social media a good amount. I was on Instagram. I did YouTube here and there. I don't really consider YouTube a social media, but those are just my things. So when you're in high school, everybody's pretty much living the same life. You go to school together. Somebody may have a job. Somebody may do something extracurricular. This, and that. But as I graduated, a lot of people went to school in state. I wasn't one of those. A lot of people went to school with people that they knew. I wasn't one of those. So when I was on Instagram or whatnot, and you would see these people, out having fun, parties, events, just the relationships and bonds they were building. And I would tend to compare myself to them because it's just like, hey, I'm in college too, but none of this good stuff is going on for me, And I thought that, and I still do sometimes think that something's wrong with my college life or my college experience. And it might be, it might not be. I'm not too sure, but, sorry, I just heard something close behind me. But I'm not too sure, but I really, it really it didn't do anything good for me. I would wake up and see everybody happy, and I'm in my dorm room by myself every day, just sad and down, and it would make me get in my head really bad, and it would cause my anxiety because I would always overthink about my future or about my current relationships that I was still holding on to. I would overthink them and think that they were pretty much going in the mud just because I seen other people doing better than me, and that's not a good way to look at it. So I don't say that this is a universal tip for everybody, but what I had to do, I had to pretty much isolate myself from the internet. So I took almost a year. I don't remember how long it was, but I deleted Instagram. The only thing I had was YouTube, and I wasn't posting on YouTube. I was just watching YouTube videos. But yeah, it's just I was so focused on living in other people's life or trying to live like them that I didn't even know what my own life looked like. And it would get to the point where I couldn't have a good day. And when I woke up in the morning, it was like, well, I'm not doing as good as anybody else. And it was really driving me in the mud. It's like I started telling myself these things that weren't true only because they were things I was seeing online. And that's one thing that I want to put out there. Guys, 9 times out of 10, the things that people put online are not their everyday lives. It's only the good parts. A lot of people, cause I'm the type of person, I put good and bad on the internet as long as it's not too personal and won't affect anybody else. But if it's just about me, I don't mind sharing my faults. I don't mind sharing my like my good things that go on in life. But a lot of people just only use social media as a place to pretty much just flex or harp on the good things that's going on while not letting the world know all the things that are going on truthfully in their life. So it's like you would see these people having fun or whatnot, but these same people that you see on the internet having fun, they get in a room by themselves and bawl their eyes out. Or they call back home every day saying, oh, I miss home, I miss so and so. And that's perfectly natural, but from an outsider looking in, it seems like they have the best life. So when you compare yourself to these people without knowing their true story, it's really easy to build a narrative and tell yourself, hey, I'm behind or I'm not doing good. So when it comes to comparison is really the thief of joy. I think I've said that in the video before, but once you stop comparing yourself to people, you really have no choice but to look at your own life in your own light. Your own life in your own light. So once you start doing that, you can appreciate the little things in life. You can appreciate the small conversations. You can appreciate the people that talk to you in passing. You can cherish the relationships or the friendships you have more, And the second thing I want to talk about in this video is not comparison, but competition. Competition, how do I put this? Competition is good depending on what it is. You should never be in competition with somebody in life. Like my life to your life, my life has to be better than yours. That should never be a competition. Competition is good when it's friendly and when it's beneficial to both parties. For instance, if we both have a business or some kind of cosmetics or whatever, and it's like, hey, I'm doing good, you're doing good, but we can like go off sales, or we can advertise more, or we can do better advertisement. You know, you're building off another company to better your own. But when you're building your personal life strictly off of I have to do better than this person, or this person has to do worse than me, nobody benefits, because then you're chasing a false persona of a life that you don't really want. You just feel like you have to have, while also belittling other people for no reason. And competition, I've never really been in competition with anybody, I would say personally, but I've definitely felt like maybe other people have been in competition with me. Not saying that they're trying to make sure their life is better than mine, but they're trying to make sure that my life isn't as good. You know, just people put you down for no reason, and that's not really a good thing to do. So when it comes to competition, I feel like competition is only really beneficial whenever it's agreed upon and it's beneficial to both parties. But I just want to tell all you guys right now, if you're comparing yourself to other people, or even yourself, it's okay to compare. Don't compare, or don't be in competition with your past self. Be in competition with your future self. Tell yourself what you're gonna do, what you're gonna accomplish, what you're gonna achieve by this. Don't harp back on the past, because when something's done, you can't undo it. So all you can do is accept it and move forward. But when it comes to the future, you can always be in competition with your future self, because you can say, hey, I'm gonna be a better version of myself 10 years down the line than I am now. You know, and that's good competition, because that makes you work on your character, your well-being, different things like that. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. I hope you guys stay blessed. Remember, don't compare yourself to others. Don't be in competition with others unless for good reason, unless agreed upon. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later, and let me know if you need me. Peace.